What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, man. Tang, back at you again right now. I'm on the clock. And I want y'all to understand something. I was and still am a huge wrestling WWE fan. Watch AEW a little bit, but I don't watch too much WWE anymore. This is my pops pass. So that's the reason I don't watch anymore. That's the main reason I don't watch no more. This is my pops pass. I ain't watch wrestling, so I'm not watching another episode of that ever again until CM Punk come back. If CM Punk come back, I'll watch. But if you don't, that is that. But thing is, I'm a huge wrestling fan, and I like the old wrestlers, But this video right here is when some of those old wrestlers came back with new personas. It's 10 wrestlers. Check out WrestleMania's channel for the stuff, man. Come on, let's roll with it.
It's rather common for WWE wrestlers to change their persona throughout their careers. This is especially the case when a wrestler takes time off from WWE or even departs from WWE altogether. Upon their eventual return to the company, the wrestler and the WWE will decide that it's in everyone's best interest if that wrestler doesn't go back to their prior persona and instead debut something completely new and fresh. This has had mixed results over the years. Sometimes the change will result in the wrestler delivering some of their finest work. However, on occasion, the persona change is met with universal disdain and fans clamor for the wrestler to revert back to their previous persona. Join us now as WrestleMania looks at 10 WWE wrestlers who returned with a brand new persona.
Him and Charlie Haas. Alright.
Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out WrestleMania.co.uk and our non-wrestling channel, Incredible. Number 10, Tensai. Matt Bloom had several gimmicks during his WWE career, including the likes of Albert and A-Train. However, when Bloom returned to WWE in 2012 after finding success in Japan, WWE decided to completely rebrand him as Lord Tensai. This gimmick absolutely sucked, as WWE embraced Tensai's run in Japan by dressing him in a red robe, giving him a helmet, and having a man named Sakamoto accompany him to the ring. Fans were baffled by this character change and consistently chanted Albert at him during all of his matches. WWE had huge plans for Tensai and his new character, so much so that Tensai upset John Cena on Raw, and this was supposed to lead to a program with CM Punk for the title. Ultimately, WWE decided against this idea and realized that the new presentation simply wasn't working. Before fans knew it, Tensai was dancing around the ring with comedic character Brodus Clay, and the WWE quickly lost interest in their idea of giving Tensai a run in the main event scene. Number 9, Raven. Fans often forget that Raven had two separate runs in WWE. His first run would be between 93 to 94, where he portrayed the character known as Johnny Polo. Polo was a spoilt rich brat who was charismatic yet insanely annoying. When Raven returned to WWE in 2000 using the Raven persona that had become famous in ECW, the character was a stark contrast to the Johnny Polo character. Raven was a dark, miserable, gritty character that had no resemblance to his prior persona in WWE. WWE made the decision to completely ignore Raven's prior run in the company as they believed it would be too confusing to logically explain that Polo...
Oh Lord, did I just do that? I'm gonna just get Raven mixed up with Rhino. Jesus. Forgive me.
Raven were the same individual. This was probably the right move that WWE made, but in all likelihood, it wouldn't have mattered as Raven's second WWE run, which lasted until 2003, failed to capture the true essence of Raven's unique character. Number 8, Luke Gallows. Luke Gallows has portrayed so many different characters in WWE that it's hard to keep track. Gallows first appeared on WWE programming as the Imposter King in 2006. This character completely flopped, and WWE quickly abandoned the storyline. Gallows would then re-debut on WWE TV as Festus. Festus was a seemingly unresponsive giant who would come to life when the bell rang. He would then join CM Punk's Straight Edge Society stable, and in
You
a
could
compelling
barely
move,
tell who
WWE
he
would
was,
smartly
though.
address the Festus character
I never
and explain
knew.
that he had an addiction problem, but Punk set
I
him on the
never
right
knew.
path. Upon his final two
This is
returns
new
to
information for
WWE,
me.
both in 2016 and
Wow.
2022
Now I know.
respectively, Gallows would be a member of the OC
Now you know.
and a good friend to AJ Styles. This character was once again vastly different to Gallows' prior gimmicks, but this time WWE decided to ignore Gallows' previous personas. Number 7, Cody Rhodes. Now, the Stardust persona was
Cody
a character
Rhodes.
that was met with disdain and resentment from fans as well as
Stardust.
Cody Rhodes himself. The Stardust character was a lazy and cheap way to try and replicate any magic and lust that the Goldust
He always
character
been Cody
initially
Rhodes
had,
to
but
me,
it
so
didn't
I
work.
already knew his
Fans
name.
just wanted to see Cody Rhodes be Cody Rhodes. When Rhodes departed WWE and became a founding member of AEW, he would find great success with the American Nightmare persona. This persona had a sense of realism. It was an organic character that fans resonated with.
He looked like
When
Ric
Rhodes
Flair.
made the game-changing
I'm
decision in
just gonna say
2022
that.
to leave
Ric
AEW
Flair
and
might
return
be
to
his real name. Who
WWE,
knows?
fans were elated when Rhodes was permitted to bring that American
I'm
Nightmare
not-
persona to
I'm not knocking
WWE.
his
According
real
to Rhodes,
father
the one
or
condition he had
brother,
upon
but
his return
I'm
was
just
that he
saying,
never
hey.
wanted to see the Stardust character ever again. And WWE has so
It's the
far stuck
whole
to this
gimmick that
agreement.
he got going
Number
on
6,
right now to
Kane.
make it-
And before Kane became the
You know.
devil's favorite demon, he would have a number of infamous and frankly awful gimmicks in WWE. The first character he portrayed was Isaac Yankem, a villainous dentist who for some reason received a substantial push in WWE and would
Where
even
did
wrestle
they go?
Bret Hart at SummerSlam pay-per-view in '95. After the evil dentist persona was retired, Kane would also have a stint as the fake version of Diesel. This received a universal criticism, and WWE
Save on making your home sweet home even sweeter. You'll find great prices on everything you need to freshen up your space and keep it clean. Now at Kohl's.
eventually dropped the character. In '97, Kane would finally find a gimmick that would make him a legend. The Kane gimmick would be born at the Bad Blood pay-per-view as Kane debuted as The Undertaker's sinister half-brother. This gimmick was beloved by fans, and the gimmick and persona change didn't stop there, as throughout his career, Kane
I remember
constantly
that
altered the
persona.
persona to keep it fresh and current, whilst also trying to keep the aura of the Kane character intact. Number 5, Drew McIntyre. Surprising news hit the wrestling world in 2014 when it was announced that Drew McIntyre
I make them come true. I make them for you. Da-da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum. He had one. He got one. He had one of the best WWE themes.
had been released from WWE. McIntyre at one time was the
Yeah,
chosen one at WWE and was a surefire future world champion. However, McIntyre was involved in the 3MB stable, which, whilst fun, had a glass ceiling, and McIntyre had sadly reached it. Upon his release, McIntyre went on a run like no other. Every promotion McIntyre went to, he delivered fantastic work. It was evident that McIntyre had a chip on his shoulder. His in-ring work vastly improved, and so did his physique, as
Was that a
McIntyre got in the
spinning
best shape
future
of his
shot?
entire career. Eventually, in
That's
2017, WWE decided to bring McIntyre back, albeit with a new persona. McIntyre would now be known as the Scottish Psychopath. He was intense, intimidating, and could have tremendous matches. The gimmick change did wonders for McIntyre, as he won the WWE title on 2 separate occasions since his return, and has even main evented WrestleMania. Number 4, The Rock. In 2003, The Rock made a
People's
drastic
Champ,
decision.
The Rock.
He was going to abandon his beloved People's Champion persona and turn heel for the first time since 1999. The Rock would turn into Hollywood Rock. This persona was completely different, as The Rock ridiculed fans and other wrestlers every chance he could, and this work from the Great One is widely regarded as some of the finest character work of his celebrated career. The Rock knew that his run in 2003 was going to be his final run as a full-time talent, so The Rock's decision to completely change his character was a bold one, but it was complete and utter genius. Number 3, Roman Reigns. It's well documented just how much fans resented Roman Reigns' initial babyface character. The character was forced, unnatural, and wasn't the best representation of Reigns' talents. Then in 2020, WWE did something that fans thought would never happen. They would completely change his persona. Reigns would return after a few months off at the SummerSlam pay-per-view as a heel. Reigns was now a villainous, take-no-prisoner wrestler who had Paul Heyman by his side. And the reason that this worked so well was because
I don't know why. I'm just not a big fan of Roman Reigns. I'm not a fan of him being champion at all. Due to his family, his family always had like stuff handed to them. literally The Rock, bro, the Usos, Rikishi, Umaga. I understand, bro. Hey, that's y'all heritage runs deep in the WWE, but bro, come on now. I don't understand it. I never partook to him being WWE champion. Because his whole thing with the Shield, and that was another thing that stopped me from watching wrestling. His mic skills, bro. At that point in time, bro, his mic skills was completely trash. But now he's good. He's better. He's better now. But man, I'm not messing with him. He's subpar. Seth Rollins deserves it right now, though. He just got that title. I'm happy for him for that.
This was the real Reigns, just dialed up by 1,000, and for the past few years, Reigns has received unanimous praise for his character work. Reigns has also put it together on both the mic and in the ring, and Reigns has had a number of matches which are pushing into the 5-star territory, and most of these matches revolve around Reigns' turn to the dark side. Number 2, Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt is well known for being one of the most creative minds in all of WWE. Wyatt's initial character during the second season of NXT was a character known as Husky Harris. The character suffered from a lack of depth, and it was clear that this character was never going to be main event material. Upon being taken off television, Wyatt would be repackaged as the Bray Wyatt fans know and love. This was a move that ultimately saved his career. This character had intrigue, and Wyatt worked endlessly to make the character work, so much so that with the character, Wyatt would even win the world title. Wyatt didn't stop there with changing personas, as after being off television for a number of months in 2019, Wyatt would introduce the world to the Firefly Funhouse as well as the ominous Fiend character. When Wyatt was brought back to WWE in 2022 following his 2021 release, he would once again introduce a new persona. This persona appears to be a hybrid of all his prior personas, and fans are excited to see how the innovative character develops. And number 1, The Undertaker. One of the reasons that Taker's character was so successful for 30 years was that the dead man always evolved. Taker always tweaked the character to stay relevant, and the biggest example of Taker doing this was in the year 2000. That year, Taker wanted to return to WWE, but leave behind a supernatural phenom character. Taker instead wanted to portray a character that was similar to the man behind the persona, that being Mark Calloway. This idea had extensive concern surrounding it, as it could have flopped in a major way. However, when Taker returned as the American Badass at the Judgment Day pay-per-view, the crowd reaction indicated that WWE and Taker made the right decision. The character was universally accepted by the fans, and fans have fond memories of the dead man riding to the ring on his motorcycle and causing absolute chaos. Well, there you have it, folks, 10 WWE wrestlers who returned with a brand new persona. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling.
Man, that was a good one. But, so, like I said, Roman, great video. I'm just gonna leave it as that. Great video. If you like this type of content, bro, drop a like, drop a comment of what you want me to react to next, what you want Keith to react to next. Share this video, subscribe for more content like this, and hit that post notification bell to get notified every time we post. You feel me? I might do more. I might not. Who knows? See y'all later.